Did you communicate that to Joe? Is that communicatable?
I mean, yeah, there's a private. He's not on or anything, so he's just there.
But he can see what we're doing?
Yeah, you can hear him.
What's up, Joe? Hey, we got some guests. We're gonna bring in a guest in a little bit.
You got a guest?
Yeah, wants a VIP of the Halloween collecting world from one of our VIP customers in here.
Oh, awesome.
But I figure we'll catch up a little bit first. Are we on?
Yeah.
All right. Look what I brought. Look what I brought this time, Mr. Patrick.
He's not showing them off. He just has to wear them or else he'll forget.
I brought some sunglasses because I watched the last. I made what a lot of actors consider a mistake by watching our own video. And I don't know if you watch these podcasts, but I never watch them. And then I was watching the one we did last week, and the computer was like this far away, right? So I was like, the whole time, like, I look like Gilbert Gottfried and shit the whole time.
I watched some of it back, but I didn't even think of that. Now I have to go back and look because I'll start laughing.
Can you do a Gilbert Gottfried impression?
I don't know if I should. I can't do Gilbert.
That was better than I thought.
That's what I thought it was going to be. Yeah. So, nice. Mr. Patrick, it's always good to see you. It definitely says that time fucking flies. That's for sure. It's been a week already.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Justin, what's up?
Justin, what's up? And Deccan, 1930. Judith, I'm going to be late.
Judith, I'm going to be late. That's another VIP. I'll let him tell us if he wants people to know who he is or not, because he's a secretive kind of guy.
People don't want to be known. I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to know me either, so I sympathize.
Patrick, where'd you get that hat with the Michael Myers cutout on it?
Oh, that. Yeah, you got that Halloween Burger King crown again.
I have like two or three more of those things. I should just cut one apart one day and just put it on top of this friggin' hat.
You might as well.
And just wear it. Look like a jackass.
How's the weather over there? We'll get out the way.
Oh, wow. It felt like summer today. It was actually 29.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I was outside in my T-shirt. It actually felt like the summer. It was 29 degrees.
Wow. If anybody's watching the news, they know we're getting some bullshit down here in San Antonio, Texas. So it's raining and it's about to start freezing.
Well, yeah, we're getting that. I guess whatever you're getting is going to hit us on Friday.
Now look at this dickhead. I could swear it says dickhead 1930. I'm Dan, Mike's big brother. That is not my big brother. That is my bigger but younger brother. He calls himself my big brother because he's 6'5".
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I don't know where that came from because that sure is fucking in my genes.
There's Gabriel. What's up, Gabriel?
GK, what's good?
GK.
Good old GK action since we're saving everybody's identities from sure embarrassment.
For being embarrassed, like, no, that wasn't me, I swear.
Yeah. Oh man. So
it's like lying about like that the ugly girl you took home from the bar and your friends are asking you, did you go home with her? No, I didn't.
See, a lot of people call that the moped, but back in the day, I was quite the opposite. I didn't bust my ass all night to get turned down at 2 a.m. by the hot chick like everyone else. I was hogging it in the bathroom with the hippos.
I used to put on my beer goggles.
Oh, man, I didn't even need that. I was so used to the fucking routine. I just slap the ankle and ride the wave right on in.
Any girls are watching this, they probably just clicked out. Click.
I noticed that we went from 3 to 3, so we're good.
We're 3 for 3.
Either we got 3 nice confident salutes, or we got no women. And I just assume it's the salutes one, because I hate to think we don't have no women on here, because who doesn't want to talk about Halloween, male or female, right?
There's over the last 10 years or so, I've amazed at how many women are really that into Halloween.
Oh yeah.
I never met one that really was. Most of them like, my wife especially, like, But there's so many women that love Halloween. It's like, wow.
Wow.
It's amazing.
It's a good thing. I bet you some hustler came up with the opposites attract concept. That's just like a way of saying this bitch over here, but opposites attract. But it's more like this bitch won't let me do this, this, and this. That's my experience. I'm not saying that's your experience.
Oh, it is. My wife is the furthest thing from interested in any of this stuff. Like I say, she'll walk past me, while I'm doing this, just because the door to our garage, and she'll go out the garage and let the dog out. And as she's walking through, all I see is like, seriously.
Well, make Halloween like 30% of the household outgoing expenditures, and then they have no choice but to peek a brow, so to speak, at what you're up to. You know what I'm saying? Man, what the hell are you doing? He fucking Michael Myers my ass. Oh, there's his old lady checking in too. Strength. Okay, so let's hit it. You ready, my friend?
Yeah. So, anything new? Well, let's see. I only got 2 things in. Only 2 things. Like, I should be getting tons of stuff every week.
You should be.
I don't know if you saw this, and I don't know if he's watching. Brian, who's Chicago Boogeyman on Instagram, who's got that awesome Instagram page.
Are you one of our 3?
Shout out for him for the heads up on this one. This Halloween 2 Bendy figure.
Fuck around! I've never even seen that before.
Yeah.
Telling us about that.
I did not see that, and shout out to Brian for hooking me up.
Was it Joe? I think Joe was telling us about that.
It's our guest was telling me about that, and my dumb ass didn't get in there.
So I picked that up.
You'll come in just a minute. You can't just bring someone like Joe just in. You got to turn the lights off, flicker it a little bit.
Hey, I tried to.
And shout out to this company, which is called the Noble Collection Toys. I mean, I ordered this and it was like at the house like the next day. It was unbelievable.
Will you write that down? What is it? Noble what?
The Noble Collection Toys. I'll shoot you the link.
Do you know, do they have vendors, or are they just the only place you can buy their stuff is through them?
I honestly never even heard of this company. Like I said, I wasn't even aware of this until he gave me the heads up.
Man, do you know if it's official? That's an ugly word with this company, but
I'm assuming it is because it says Universal on the back.
Oh, gangster. That should be it then.
Yeah, so it should be, and it's got the logo and everything. I mean, that doesn't mean anything, but it does say Universal on it, so I'm assuming it is. I'll shoot you the link. Yeah, I was like, I didn't even know this came out of nowhere.
Hell yeah!
But like the thing that was hysterical was, I mean, I'm serious. I hit send, and like a day later, it was at the house.
That's fucking gangster.
I'm like, holy crap! And this, let's see if I can stretch this out.
Are you paying attention, NECA? Trick or treat.
And I got this. Let me back up for this. It's a little big. Another poster to add to the collection, and it's an original Halloween 2 Spanish poster.
Oh,
and it's original folded, which would be good to go with the press kit.
So he's didn't hit him with like a Spanish saying or something.
Fuck yeah!
And these things are huge too.
That's too cool. ¿Dónde está la queso?
And shout out to the guy on eBay I bought this from because it was in Spain. And same thing, this thing came in like a week and a half. And usually, international stuff does not come that quick to me at all.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to him.
When are you
I think super fast.
You're gonna frame it.
Are you gonna frame it? Matt asks.
I'm going to frame it. But the thing is, it's an odd size. So I'm gonna have to hit my buddy up again and see if he can make me a frame.
Right on. I hate that.
Yeah, it's all those European posters. I'm sure there are a lot of them all strange sizes. Well, it's not strange to them; it's strange to us.
Ooh la la. I do. Yes, good point, my friend. So it was kind of a light week for you then.
It was a light week as far as stuff coming in. Yep, thankfully, wife was happy.
Yeah, but you should tell her you need like materials for the podcast. Like this is a business and we need to take it seriously and we need to invest properly in the business so as to grow said business. That's what I feel. Or that's the bullshit I would say if it came up, I suppose. Just that's my I try to save relationships in the collection world, because I like to go on there, because when I used to post stuff, that you'd see some comments underneath that said like, you should my wife would never let me do this and this and that, and then she'd chime in underneath that says like, absolutely not unless you let me blah blah blah, and I would jump in there and try my best to say, everybody, like, you got to think of it like this. I get the old lady involved in the Halloween stuff, and she might not be a huge fan, but she gets to travel to the conventions. She gets to meet celebrities, and it's not all Halloween people that are at these conventions and shit either. So she gets, next thing you know, she's sitting next to some dweeb from like American Horror Story or something. She has a huge crush on it, and she's like just on cloud nine. And you're like, see, that's what it's about.
Yeah, I could never get my wife to come to a convention. My son likes them; he'll come with me. But he's away at college now. But he would come to a lot of them, and he got a kick out of them. But my wife, because especially if it's one that's far away, it's fun to stay in a hotel. You see a lot of people at night hanging out, having drinks. And so I told her, I said, it's like an all-encompassing thing, but she just has zero interest.
Shameless plug.
Oh,
shameless plug.
That's right. For all your hail damage, automotive dent repair needs, call this company.
Shameless plug.
Shameless.
Anything come new in the store?
Actually, a lot. We've been getting, I've been really hitting hard and making sure we have inventory to keep the place going and blah, blah, blah. And so nothing interesting, unfortunately. When I collect for myself, I get stuff I don't have, and it comes in and it's interesting. But this is all like, just toys to sell, NECA stuff, trick or treat stuff, this and that. Did I have anything good come in? Did I have anything come in this week that was personal? Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think so, but it's been a great week. If not physically, it has been mentally, because I've made a decision to just start going gung-ho on the auctions and stuff, and start selling really, really top dollar stuff, and start, fluctuating on a bigger scale. Because now that I've got my rhythm of how I'm going to bring it back in, and I'm starting to get more avenues in that department, then it makes it, it made it a lot easier for me to be willing to part with things. Because now, especially like I told you last week, people are actually starting to bring stuff in to sell, and I'm getting a lot of the stuff that I sold and don't have anymore returned to me. So I'm not complaining. Hey.
So no more late nights on eBay?
Well, no, but it's no late nights on eBay, but that's not right now because of eBay. That's because a late night for me is probably 8:30, 9 o'clock because of everything going on. I got to get up early in the morning like a fucking adult and go fucking work. And
doesn't it suck?
It
sucks.
Smoke a pack of cools. Palm Mall, menthol.
Oh,
But
God.
yeah, man. All right, well, let's hit some Halloween stuff, my friend, if you're ready.
Yeah, and everybody, hello. There's a couple different faces. What's up? Let's see, Justin. What's up? Gabriel's our buddy. Oh, there, Gabriel. Yeah, it's so that bendy figure was $25 shipped, which is a deal.
Bring it on, Big Gabriel. Good point. I'm glad I caught that. That's the kind of encouragement I need to sell stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
We got the best people. Well, okay, cool. So, I have quite a few really great customers, but a handful of them are what I consider VIP. You know what I mean? There's something that no one will ever have an opportunity to do again. And Joe might not even know this. I'd like to say it before we bring him out, but it was hard on me in the beginning because I started seeing my collection get sold, and all of a sudden everything I enjoy doing is now a business, and it's hard on your brain. And I didn't see that coming. And it was, and then as a new business, the money doesn't come in right away. The people don't come in right away. Nobody knows you're here yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
It could be very, very discouraging. And it's something, a stage I went through that I'll never have to go through again. And I don't think Joe, I haven't told him this yet, but I can't put into words how much it meant to me. He just comes in with so much passion and so many ideas, and he's one that the jaw drops, and he's like, anything I could do to help, just let me know. And when it's going gloomy, it's nice to see a ray of sunlight come in the door. You know what I mean? And this guy is by far that. So he's top 3 VIP for life with our company for sure over here at this shop. And so without further ado, we'll get Mr. Joe. If you're ready, Mr. Joe. Everybody, round of applause.
Ready, I'm ready. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Mr. Joe, what's up?
I don't know if
Yeah, sorry for the poor lighting. I was doing this last minute. I just got off of work at the hospital, and I was just scrambling to get in here and not be late. So I'm still rocking the right gear. We're good.
Nice.
Many moodies of Michael Myers, I like to say, not moods, the moodies.
Same image I'm wearing, the same image.
Yeah, absolutely, baby. Yeah.
Nice.
And,
I'm more of a fan of
I thank you for that lovely introduction, my good friend.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm a firm believer of, if you speak positive things, it does come to reality. It happens.
Manifesting and all that.
You gotta commend somebody for having the balls to take a leap forward to create a business out of something that they're passionate about.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
For me to see that, recognize that, and being a fan of my own, I appreciate that shit because it ain't easy, bro. And I always say, you know what? Keep pushing. You trailblazing, and you actually give encouragement to others such as myself that want to hopefully do something like this in the future.
I hope so. You got some big plans too. I remember.
I'm trying, man. I have a 10-year plan. 5 years is kind of build a nice inventory and try to find things that I'm passionate about, and hopefully around that 10-year time frame, open a business as well, man. So I'm learning as I go. I'm learning from you, and I look at it as an opportunity to not only learn, but grow as a person and just have some fucking fun, talking about some fun shit that I love.
Amen. So, you lose sight of that too, and that's what I meant by that ray of light, man. Because you lose sight of the positive and why you're doing it, and you forget to be happy about it. You never know. Yeah, it's not in human nature to do what you're supposed to and stop every now and again and just reflect and make sure you can't trim some fat here and there to make life a little better. And stop doing this so much, start doing this a little more, and just reevaluate, because you lose sight of that stuff and you end up in a slum, which I feel like I was kind of falling into for a little bit there, but we're rocking now.
Hey man, I'm glad to see it, man. And I'll be a customer for life, and you know what I mean? Just talking brings me fucking joy, man. I love this shit. I can't get enough of it. And
well, speaking of which, Mr. Patrick, let's get some collector questions so that we can potentially get something sparking. People want to talk about their collection and this and that. We can give them a handful of, let's say, predictable questions so that they can show off what they want to show off.
Yes, Joe. So what do you collect? Do you collect Halloween, or you just collect horror in general?
It's horror in general. Myself, I look for anything Halloween, anything myself. I have a 16-year-old daughter. So she's into
been there, done that.
Mine just turned 16. Into Stitch. So if there's a Halloween figure and there's a Stitch figure, I got to buy both. There's no getting out of that as a dad. And then my girlfriend loves, and she's a big, passionate fan of Batman, especially the old series with Adam West.
Oh, my favorite.
So those are my three kind of, I'm stuck right now in those three categories right there, to be honest.
I am so glad. Well, since you mentioned Batman, I am so glad I don't collect Batman or Superman.
Oh God! Could you imagine? Holy
Star Wars, that'd be the worst.
Yeah,
because I always have to buy everything I don't have when I walk into a place, and I can't even go to the doctor's office without them selling something Batman and Star Wars in the fucking waiting room. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. For real.
So thank God I don't collect that stuff. But so I got a question for you. So you collect horror in general. Are you like me where you have a favorite slasher, so to speak, and then the next favorite, and then the next favorite kind of thing?
Absolutely.
Who's number one?
I mean, it's got to be Michael. It has to be. I mean, it always has been, and because my intro to the series wasn't the first movie, mine was Halloween 4. Because I'm
Halloween 4, Patrick.
always for me because of I was born in '86, and I remember the first movie watching.
You guys are making me feel old.
Yeah, it was Halloween 4 with Danielle Harris, and I remember from that point as I got older, I started backtracking and realizing the evolution of who he was and how it, and then we get to the resurrection and all that stuff, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
But for me, it was just the fascination of being scared. And he always takes the cake for me because you never know where the fuck he is. In my opinion, like he could be right behind you. You don't know.
Yeah,
And
there you go.
I'm fascinated with that. I'm fascinated with that shit.
Is he behind us? Yep, we got
Yes.
one. He's not facing us, but he's behind
He's
us.
back there.
Behind
He's
you.
back there.
He's on my hat.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he's back there. He's right there looking at us.
Oh,
There you
man,
go.
we're gonna have to bring ours out one of these
He's
days.
over there. He's one of there.
It's like the requirement.
Yeah, that's right. He's
So
always-
let me see if I could get you guys up there.
Yeah, you can see him.
oh hell yeah, there he is.
He's hanging up there.
Raptors.
My God, he looks like a jumper. Don't jump.
Don't jump! Actually, jump. I can tell you.
He's in the rafters.
Joe could tell you because he's been here.
I
There's
can
some.
get that down. I just need a broomstick.
That's not too bad, but there's some stuff in here. Joe can tell you that if people really, really want it, I'd be interested to see how I would get it. Because, like I told you, when I set the place up, I rented a scissor lift. It took me 30 feet up in the air.
Right.
And this is, I can't get up there yet. I don't got that ladder yet.
Yeah, and to kind of round out your question, it was Michael, of course, first.
Yes.
And then you kind of go into the slasher genre. Jason is right behind that because
Jason's number 2. Is that what you said?
Jason's 2.
Okay, what's number 3?
Freddy is a close third. Freddy's always. And this one, this fourth one that I hold dear to me is motherfucking Pennywise the Clown, the original Pennywise.
Right on.
Because there was nothing more terrifying to me than taking a shower and hearing his voice in the drain. That was something that stuck with me as a kid, and I never got over that.
That's kind of like when I take a shower and I hear my uncle's voice. I start to get.
Yeah,
When I was a kid, and I used to take showers when I was a kid, my uncle would special bath time. It was a different kind of rubber ducky we played with. But
Yeah, the original It was always my favorite because I'm a huge fan of Rocky Horror. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
So anything with Tim Curry, Clue. I was watching Clue the other day.
Yes.
I love Tim Curry.
He is the
Oh,
man.
man.
He is the man.
The
I hope I get to meet him one day. I know he does. I know he had a stroke and whatnot, and he's wheelchair bound. But I would love to just meet him and get a photo.
they bring him.
Yeah, they do bring him to some. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, have you been to Frightmares before, Joe?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so you know how there's that big staircase?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they just carried him right on down there to do his thing.
I'm glad that he still does it though. I'm glad.
He doesn't sign. He just meets you, and they take down your name and then an address, and they send you the picture he signs eventually.
Oh, okay.
But meeting him would be fantastic. I personally think of him as the damn receptionist in Home Alone 2.
When you said the shower, when you were mentioning the shower, I was thinking about him. Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm gonna slap you silly. He's like, oh, and he's like, oh yeah. That was great.
Was so good. I'm glad you said that though, because I it's not that I'm not a fan, it's just I'm not a big fan of the original It, just because it's not around much in my day. But I'm glad you said that because I was getting nervous there because your 1, 2, 3 were verbatim.
Oh,
I would say.
Oh man, there you go.
I was sitting there saying, if this dude says fucking Leatherface for number 4, I'm gonna have to check the cameras and see if we're being looked at and shit.
Well, hold on, because as you get older, you try to give other things the respect it deserves. Now, don't get me wrong, Leatherface is awesome, and I can't wait. Did you see that the new one's coming out on Netflix?
Yeah.
In this month. So
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
yeah, I am fanning out about that. I can't wait to watch that. I can't
Did you
wait.
see the trailer?
Yes, insane,
Yeah.
insane. I mean, so
That's
yeah,
awesome.
he's right there.
Not that we're gonna sidetrack from Halloween for too long, but when it comes to Leatherface, I'm in an interesting vantage point with that because I know the owner of the gas station that they filmed the movie in. We
Yes.
go there quite often, and then the house in Kingsland, which used to be in Georgetown, they turned that into a restaurant. The house from the original movie. So I go in there and eat all the time, and I know the owner out there, and he offered to let me have a birthday party out there overnight if I wanted to, and all this other stuff. And but we have these great conversations because they're doing for Texas Chainsaw Massacre what I'm kind of trying to do with Halloween. Not that Halloween needs any help, don't get me wrong, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they did watch it die off. You know what I mean?
Right.
They were because these guys around here are number one Leatherface, number two Michael Myers kind of thing. A lot of them over there, and when we get to having these conversations about it, it's kind of depressing listening to like the decline, and then next thing you know, it comes out direct to DVD, and now the version of that we have these days is Netflix, so it goes right to Netflix, and
Yeah.
so
We're buying all the properties. Netflix is taking over of all the major properties that are coming out. They're buying the rights to it.
Here's a good question since you're bringing it up because I know how close you already have been to the Texas Chainsaw locations. What places have you guys been to where they actually filmed any of the horror movies? Besides, I know you've been to the Chainsaw.
Are you
I know
talking local?
just any in general. What places? What filming locations from?
Go
the horror
ahead,
films
Joe.
have you been to?
What filming?
I have been to the Stanley Hotel
Oh,
in
nice.
Colorado. So
That's awesome.
that place to me takes the cake in terms of creepiness. We did the tour and everything, and that place takes the cake, especially when you're alone and you're just looking around. You get the heebie-jeebies, man. It's not. I feel that shit. I feel
That shit's real, man. We got the Minger Hotel in San Antonio, you know, and that thing is haunted as a song bitch. Is it true that they did a spot? I heard a customer came in and told me that they went on a tour of the Minger Hotel, and they said that one of the scenes from The Shining was done in there.
I have not heard that. I have
never
not
heard that?
No, I have not heard that.
Where's the Mingo?
Downtown, right by the Alamo.
Yeah, the Alamo is haunted as hell.
I can only imagine.
Oh yeah, there's man. I was at a show maybe 2 weekends ago. What hotel was I at? The St. Anthony Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is, I think it's a 5-star joint. And I was there for a buddy performing, and it's so old. Like you go in there and it feels just creepy as hell. If you want to get creeped out, spend some bucks, go to the St. Anthony Hotel. It's a creepy thing, man. It's pretty creepy.
Any other places, or that's you only just been to the Stanley Hotel, or?
Oh, well, man, let me think. I know. When I served in the military, when I was stationed in Washington State.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. No problem. There was an area that was really haunted. Apparently, there was this where we would stand post. You see a lot of like figures kind of moving late at night in that area. So for me, not like shot for movies, but like a haunted place was there in Washington State, right there off the coast. It's creepy.
So, a follow-up, where is a place that is on your radar as like the place you want to go visit more than anywhere from a filming location?
Let's see.
Pasadena.
Hey, there you go.
That was the garbage can.
No, okay. I've never been myself personally, but Louisiana.
What's going on there?
You ever seen what's that movie that was shot there? God dog it. I can't remember that movie. It was about some voodoo type stuff. I can't remember where it was shot, but I want to go check it out because it's got a lot of swamp area and everything. It's not Eve's Bayou or something like that. It's an older movie.
Oh, okay.
But it's something that it had to do with voodoo and like in Louisiana, the swamplands and stuff like that. So Louisiana, I would say Louisiana.
Not a very commercial list, my friend.
No, I'm not too Hollywood. It's stuff that's the kind of like underground, quiet stuff. I like that kind of stuff.
Well, Michael, I know you've been to Pasadena. I know that because you took the H40 tour. So you
Yes.
saw all the sites, and then obviously the Texas Chainsaw.
Can you hold on 1 second? I want to show how unprofessional I really am. Hello. No. Oh, don't watch the fucking thing and call me telling me not to call you an old lady. Hi, everyone at Homeland.
That's all. That's great.
Okay. We should talk about
Yeah, I could call my wife my old lady because she's a year older than me.
I do actually want to like see. I feel like the catacombs would be a
Yes,
cool
I know
place to
that.
go.
Hey, I'm gonna get back to
Outside
it.
of I mean, obviously, there's like As Above, So Below is a horror
listen,
movie
go.
that they made with the catacombs. I don't know if y'all have seen that. It trails off at the end with how like realistic it is, but it's pretty dope.
Cool.
Okay. Well, thank you for the heads up. Love you. Bye.
I've only been to two
This bitch
places
right here. We're about to find out for damn sure if she's still watching.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness! Hey, dog house.
that's like grenade. You just threw some grenades, man.
The dog
Yes.
house, homie.
Hey.
I've made the dog house somewhere I don't mind being. I just got to get a couch in this son bitch. We'll be good. Actually, it's a gangster lair, so we might get some beanbag chairs or some hippie shit like that. You know,
Get some of those Big Joes. Those are
make
pretty
this
comfortable.
5-star joint the place where we hang out with our 5-star joints and shit. I'm playing. I'm just joking. I don't promote anything unless they pay me.
Unless they pay us.
That's right. All right. So yes, I have been to Pasadena and I've done the whole 9 yards with that. So pretty much everywhere, and then included in the locations as Halloween 2 and Halloween 3 were all filmed right in the same little spot, a good deal of it, the parking lot. And then, of course, the Haddonfield Memorial sign is right there by the bar from Halloween 3. And all the places in California to visit, which is gangster. Because if I could say, I'm sure everybody's heard it beaten to death, what it's like out there. But what I was surprised by is we went to the Wallace house, the two houses across the street from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then I swear to God, you could almost hit a golf ball to the Nightmare on Elm Street house.
Yeah, everything's right there.
Right fucking there. And then this is the corner where the opening scene was. This is the hedge over here. It's all right there. But and then of course the Texas stuff. I have been to Bastrop. They got the gas station from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is actually they've turned into little cabins in the back that you could stay at. And it's gangster because you go in there, they got DVD player in there, and you just watch Texas Chainsaw on DVD and look out the window because it's right where he's chasing her through the woods and comes through that yard right there to the back of the gas station. That's where you're staying. And you're sitting there watching it the whole time. If I was a single guy, which I might be soon, it sounds like, I would be.
Could be.
That would be like the most gangster place to take somebody to hang out because it is so cool. And then I go to the house all the time from Chainsaw Massacre to eat. It's up in Kingsland. And then there is the remake house is around Georgetown or something, or Round Rock. Yeah. But I haven't been there. There's not really a point because it'll be like seeing Mount Rushmore because they're very famous, if nobody knows this, for having signs on the thing that says, "We will kill you. If you come on our property, we will fucking kill you." And they fucking will. And so, but they say, you're more than welcome to hang at the road, but the road's like a distance from it. So it's kind of like seeing Mount Rushmore. So that's not too fun. So I haven't done that yet. But then, the Nightmare on Elm Street house, the number one place I would like to visit is the staircase from The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah, very cool.
Oh,
yeah, I've never been there. That's Georgetown, I think, right?
Something, I think it is, yeah. Because I remember seeing it on. If you ever watched that Grim Life Collective on YouTube, they go around and visit places, and they were at the staircase, and it looks pretty cool. I'd like to, and it's like they're filming, and people just jog. People use it to jog up and down. It's like they're getting their steps in. Yeah, people just jogging along while they're filming.
Watch
That's
for
that's a hell of a staircase to jog up and down, man.
Yeah,
I wish I owned it. I'd put a sign on there. Watch for falling priests.
I can remember watching the first time I saw that scene, because it's not part of the original film. It's part like a special cut or whatever. And I remember seeing that when she comes down like that, the spider walk scene and the blood.
Oh yeah.
Now that, because I was like, I've seen this movie. It ain't nothing new to me. And I remember watching that scene, and I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Like, what is this? I'm like, warm me up,
They
man.
got that demon face pop up in the corner more.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you know that is Eileen Dietz? She actually popped up in Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. But I think she was in the scene. What do you know? I think I'm looking to Big Matt Daniel. If you know the answer to this question, the Eileen Dietz scene, was it actually in either the director or theatrical cut, or was she just cut from it completely? But she filmed a scene for a Halloween movie. She's the one that is the face of The Exorcist when it pops up. When
it pops up.
Face. Ugh. And she's a baddie broad, man. She's like really fun and loopy to be around. It's a blast to meet her. I've met her a couple times. She's fun. She doesn't know how to spell Halloween though. She spells it with one L on your poster, which pisses you off. But it is what it is.
That's definitely strange. I've only been to 2 places. I've been to the original Friday the 13th camp.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
because it's actually it's still an active Boy Scout camp in northern New Jersey, and my son is an Eagle Scout, and I was a Scoutmaster for years, and we went camping there and stayed in the cabins, and everything is there. And they actually do tours.
that's sweet.
That is really cool. I forgot about that.
There's actually a museum in the town now too.
That's wicked cool. For Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th has a museum. It's in Blairstown, New Jersey. That's where the Camp Milby Bosco.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Jersey.
They actually over here in Bastrop, they have the gas station, but they also have the real quick. They've got the bridge from Part 2 in the beginning of Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
But the remake Friday the 13th, 2009, was filmed at the Boy Scout place in fucking Bastrop, Texas, here in the same city.
No way!
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they only filmed. Yeah, they only filmed the first one there. I don't know why they moved it after that. I don't know if there was any issues. And the only other actually, one is a little off the wall. Have you guys ever seen that like B horror movie, Christmas Evil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I've kind of seen parts of it, not the whole thing.
I actually watched them film it because they filmed it in my hometown when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
If you ever look up Christmas Evil, there's a bunch of scenes that I remember standing there watching them because my school was right down the block from where they were filming the scenes. And of course, I'm dating myself. This was 1980.
I wish I
was 8 years old.
Are you still there, April? I wish I could date myself.
He's probably saying, "You're gonna be dating yourself."
That's great.
Yeah. Thank God I have all that badass Halloween stuff that keeps the girls around, so she won't go nowhere.
I told you got to put that bed in there, like that Murphy bed, because you might be living there.
Yeah, good point. All right, I'll slow it down for you there, Ape. I apologize if
I do not approve. I do not approve this message, by the way.
Nice. Actually, that could segue us beautifully into our topic this evening. If you're still interested, Mr. Patrick.
What's up?
We're gonna go ahead and just put out the conversation of who had the best nude scenes in a Halloween movie, and who do you wish had a nude scene in a Halloween movie? What do you think, Joe? You got a quick answer for those?
A couple come to mind.
I forgot to brief Joe. I'm putting him on the spot here because I didn't have a chance like I did with Patrick to make sure. Hey, is everything gonna be okay? with
Like,
the
are you gonna get in trouble?
Yeah, are you gonna
Well,
get
see,
trouble?
so I'm just. Is it all right if I answer these questions? Oh yeah, she's good. We're
Oh,
good.
so whose chestnuts would you like to see?
All right, who would I like to see?
So,
Well, no, the first one was the ones that I did see. Who would I like the most? So that
Yeah.
one, it would have to be Halloween. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Danielle Harris?
Our girl Danielle Harris. That's right.
Yeah.
That's my coup de grace. The best.
I agree to an extent. I would have killed for something like that on paper. You're thinking about it. Oh my God, if he got Danielle Harris to take her clothes, holy shit, that'd be the greatest movie of all time. And people fly right over that fucking fact, don't they?
Yes, they
Right.
do.
They're
Yes, they
ripping on
do.
the Rob Zombie movies, but my man heard what we wanted.
I
He
gave it.
heard our cries and he delivered, and
Yes.
we fucking shit on him for it. Fuck us. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You know, he gave us a lot of brutality, a lot of his creative vision. I can't fault him for that because we still have the other movies. They're not going away. They're always going to be there. This is
Yes.
just a different viewpoint, and he does get a lot of hate. They're not to me. They're not. I appreciate them for what they are.
Yeah.
And they gave me that scene as being a big fan and seeing, being older, growing up with that character and seeing that, I was like, yo, I appreciate the shit out of this. He made that happen. He made it happen.
Okay. So Danielle Harris, that's real
yeah.
good.
And
Who would you have liked to see?
Come on. I mean, come on. The original Scream Queen.
Oh, okay.
The younger.
younger.
Younger. We got True Lies and everything. They
We
gave us
got
a little
Trading
glimpse.
Places.
But
Trade-
yeah, when
yeah,
everybody started trading places, everybody was
Yes.
like,
Yes. But the original.
I
Part
came
one.
across a movie. I've never heard of it, and I don't remember the name. But
Love Letters.
there's a
That's the movie I'm thinking of, Love Letters, with Jamie Lee Curtis.
and Pierce Brosnan.
No, it's who's the other guy?
There's a movie where she's with Pierce.
She's naked a
Brosnan,
lot in this, in Love Letters.
and he comes up behind her. Oh, really? I didn't even know that either.
Yeah,
But
look
he
up- I
comes
think
up behind her and like puts his hand in her shirt and like kind of roughs her up a little bit, and like a titty pops out. And, like
You're like,
I thought that was pretty cool. But, I'm like, do our Halloween fan people know about this? Am I the first person to see this? But what's that movie called? Numbers? What numbers?
Love Letters. I think it was
And-
called Love Letters. Yeah,
Love
she's
Numbers.
pretty much naked in that whole movie.
See, you're hearing how my brain works and how the progression of me forgetting it within the next 30 seconds. That's how it happens.
And your buddy in the chat took mine. Linda in the remake is definitely my favorite.
Okay.
Christina Klebe.
Oh, okay.
oh, okay.
She's gangster. I like
Mhm.
her a lot. She's
Oh, okay.
we have some, me and April, if you are watching, have conversations with her when we meet her, and she's like, we talk to her for 20, 30 minutes at a time. She is super cool.
Mhm.
And she is like the most like real person I've met in a scenario like that. She's like a very realistic person. And that is completely a compliment. Plus, I told her, when she said, do you want this personalized? Do you want me to put a message on it? I said, yeah, but keep in mind, you're going on a wall with a ton more pictures. So if you want to stand out, you better fucking say something cool. So she writes, to Mike, that cunt needs to get laid. Christina Klebe. I'm like, fuck yeah! I was super thrilled to hear that word. I thought I was the only one that liked that one.
No, you gotta say it a certain way. What I say is, I see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
I said that's what she said in the movie too.
Is it?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, she said, that's see you next Tuesday. Needs to get laid.
She says C-U-N-T. She abbreviates it, I believe. She spells it out. But yeah, definitely. Linda in the remake. Dan, you over there chatting away. Let me see something real quick.
Respectfully.
And who do you wish there, Patrick, while I look through this?
I honestly, I would go back to the Rob Zombie, probably Scout. Compton.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to see that dude naked? No, I'm just kidding. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Hey, if you
When I met
Google-
her, she's annoying.
they got a podcast.
I don't want to talk
Yeah.
to her. I just want to see her.
Yeah, they got a new podcast, and they dress very skimpy.
Oh, and they talk about just about anything. It's,
But
it's
that's
pretty
what I'm
raunchy.
saying. You probably want to see her because you haven't talked to her yet.
Well, actually, if you Google it, you can find her naked.
Oh my God, really? That's awesome. Really?
Yeah, you can find some interesting things online with her. I'll leave
I
it
just don't know how those two linked up. Like, Danielle is such a queen to me. It's
Well,
like,
they were
what the hell?
on zombie movies
Yeah,
together.
being in the movies together. Yeah.
I know, but everybody else you could have linked up with. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. So, who would you have rather seen in a podcast with Danielle Harris?
Oh, okay.
Other than Bucky from Part 4.
Bucky. Yeah, definitely Bucky.
Who is definitely the leader of every list you can come up with in my book.
Real man, who would
I would want to see Bucky naked.
With just his hat on.
Just
the hat. Had the hat.
Just a fucking hat on.
Try that Halloween shit with me. I'll take my clothes off.
You want to try that Halloween shit with me?
Like, don't you move a muscle. Get your ass thrown. Okay. Who would I like to see in the podcast? Oh, the nurse, Marion Chambers, the lady who plays Marion Chambers, the nurse.
Oh, the Grammy award-winning actress?
Yeah, the nurse. I think she brings enough intelligence to the.
Let me try to get into character before.
Intelligence for me goes a long way. Like,
hey,
you can
Michael,
shed all the skin you want, but
this one's for Dr. Loomis.
This one's for Loomis. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. I was
like, ooh, is that bad?
And then when he starts to get it, he goes like, what the hell? And he goes to get in the car. She's like, oh no. Oh. And you're like, oh, kill this bitch, please. Hurry and fucking kill this thing. And then you're just in the back watching like, this is something. And then he's like, oh shit, I'm going to be next probably. And then 30 seconds into the butchering, he's like, and he tries to strangle him. But I'm sitting there going, there's a lot of awkward time that has passed while he just kind of mystery science theater watches the fucking kill. Like he's just hanging out in the back seat. I wonder what I'd do if some chick was up in the front seat getting like butchered. I don't know. I'd
get the hell out of Dodge.
Man. You shouldn't do that. This one's for Loomis, and I'll smack his ass. You son of a bitch.
They brought her back just to go out like that. That was pretty bad.
It was.
Come on, man.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. Is that who we want to get naked in the movies? Marion Chambers?
Oh, you said about the podcast. You didn't
about the podcast.
You didn't say that about no naked.
I don't know.
Maybe 40 years ago, Halloween 2 era.
Yes.
She could talk about.
Well, because she holds the because for me the best arc of the film is the fact that they're brother and sister. Michael and
she was the one that delivered.
She was the one who delivered that line. So for me, like she's special to me because number 2 is my favorite. Like outside of 4.
Is she the only actress? And I'm saying this before I've ever thought about it, so forgive me. But is she the only actor that was killed twice in the Halloween franchise?
That's a pretty good.
Okay, she died. She got killed in H2O.
H2O. She got killed in the beginning.
Yeah, and then she got no.
That's interesting. We'll have to put a pin in that because I could be thinking about that for a while.
Yeah, because Jamie Lee Curtis only got killed once, which was horrible.
Yeah, so
I think that's it. I can't think of anybody else. If anybody's
the only one that's been killed twice, she might have a little claim to fame.
I think so. That's a good question. That's a good.
She's also in 3 different fucking timelines too.
correct.
That is true. Yeah. Crazy. So yeah, I would like her on the podcast.
Here at Michael's Horror and Pins, we like to teeter-totter our bashes on people. We like to say a good thing and then a bad thing. So we might be the first time it's been realized all of her actual claims to fame in the Halloween movie. I don't know. This is the first I'm hearing of it. So we might be the innovators on this one. So
we might be on something.
So hopefully she watches this, but skips right past the first part.
Yeah, right.
When I talk about the Grammys and what have you.
Or we could be gratuitous and have honorable mentions too.
Honorable mentions. Who you got?
Definitely Nurse Karen from Halloween 2.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so without a doubt, that's number one for me.
Ooh.
Now, it might have to do with the Halloween 4 scenario where it's the age I was, like you, Joe. I mean, Halloween 4 is my second favorite Halloween because it's the first one I got to watch live in the wild as it was fresh and new.
Yeah.
And so I might be biased about that, but I would definitely say the nurse from part 2 in the jacuzzi scene. Those were just, they set my, okay, I take that back. Those might be my least favorite because in real life, I saw those before I saw anyone else's. And I had a much different expectation as every female I've ever met starts to lift their shirt up because of that broad. And it's not reality.
You don't look like Karen. No.
Hey, no, I don't want to drown you in a hot tub.
That scene is, it don't get no better than that. It doesn't.
That's true.
I don't know. When I watch that movie, I can't wait for that scene to come. Like I'm just like, woo! And if it, if I'm doing something, I gotta at least watch that before I step away. I always gotta get that part.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
But I had the opposite of who I would like. No, I'm sorry. Who would I like to see? Now this is. I'm going to give you probably two different ones. I haven't thought of them yet, but one I want to give you two different ones because the one I am thinking of, you can see in other movies, kind of like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's like we have seen them before, just not in Halloween scenario. And then there's the who in Halloween do you not have a fucking clue and you want to. So that I have seen in other movies is Kathleen Kinmont from part 4.
Right.
Cops Do It by the Book. Yep. And I felt cheated because those were just asking for it. Like they're just
there. Yeah, that was the biggest tease ever.
That was the worst. And it was like almost like, hey, that doesn't count as a horror movie if you don't go all the way up there. What the hell is this bullshit?
I remember watching it in the theater, and I'm like, who did the fucking editing on this goddamn movie? You kidding me?
But I will say, I'll go late 80s Scream Queen in the Halloween movies on you, if you'd even consider that. We'll call her a lead role or something. But the one that I've never heard of, never seen, would love to see, fucking Ellie Cornell from part 4 and 5. Rachel.
Oh, she's a queen to me. She's queen.
Yeah. You see her a little bit in H5 when she's in the shower.
Yeah, you see a little outline.
You try to look like back at, well, I'm dating myself again, like back in the days when you had the scrambled porn channel and you were trying to see something. Is that a tit? What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to look, you got to get it in the right spot to see if you can see her in the shower.
And you look like me on the last podcast because the computer was too far away. Did you happen to watch that at all? Like,
I have to go back and watch it now because I'm going to start laughing.
Oh man. It's not that noticeable. I ain't got eyebrows, for Christ's sake. Like it was. I can't even.
I'll trade you. You have them. You take them.
Nice. Man, I couldn't keep the ladies away from me. I had some eyebrows like that, Big Joe.
Mm.
So,
the movie family trait.
Nice. All right. Shifting gears a dash. We got a visitor here. For those of you tuning in, this is Joe Moody. I apologize. I think you did say that earlier, so it's not a secret or anything.
Yes.
The Moodster. So this is a absolute VIP customer that just it's always a joy to see him come in, and I had to bring him on because he's just full of character and positivity, and this guy's a real deal. But so moving forward with the podcast, we would like to kind of ask some collection related questions, I suppose, for the Halloween Collector podcast.
Well, I have two hardcore collectors that I'm working on having. I'll let you know, but hopefully for next week.
Okay, cool.
Two guys with some amazing collections. So I sent them a message. I was talking to them the other day, and I'm like, "You guys got to come on." And they're like, "Well, maybe not this week, maybe the following week." So I'm hoping to get them on. Hey, there's Brett.
There's Brett.
Oh, and we got Conrad Creator. Love your content. Subscribed. We'll share with friends. Awesome. Thanks.
Hey, appreciate it. We'll try to keep it interesting and keep it going because it's awesome because people are asking me how in the monkey fuck could you do a Halloween podcast and just ramble about Halloween for 2 hours and still have shit to talk about weeks later. And
There's
I'm like,
always something to talk about.
Easy.
I'm like, bitch, you don't know how easy it is to talk about Halloween for us fans. And she's like, I'm your grandmother. You don't talk to me like that. but either way, there's never in it. Gabriel, you're VIP too, man. Who do you think I was talking about?
Gabriel was guest number one, Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel.
He was number one.
Yeah, he's in here. Yeah, you're the pick.
Matt got that one.
Well, cool. So, what are some questions, Patrick? What comes to mind? Like, what it's gonna obviously be some cliche stuff in there, like, what's your favorite piece that you've collected?
Right. Yeah. What do you got? What's your favorite piece? What was the hardest thing to find? What are you looking for? I mean, it's all the typical questions for a collector.
Favorite piece.
What's your favorite piece? You got anything you want to share with us, Mr. Joe?
Well, I have to admit, and I didn't pull it down because it's behind all that shit, but it's right over there.
Sure, you can just tell us.
It's the very first Michael Myers pop that got my collection started.
Oh,
it's not the recent ones. I started collecting maybe going on 2 years ago. And because I was such a fan of the movies and talking about it and everything, I said, you know what? All I said is if I get that one pop, if I get him, the one Michael Myers pop, it's going to start. And from that pop, that day that I bought it, my collection journey began that day.
There was the guided imagery. You called it.
He's the one figure that I could lose it all right now, but that one is that built that. It started it all. So for me, that's it's not the chase. It's just my first one. It's the common that I got looking for it, and it started it off. So that for me, that's my favorite.
That's a good one. Actually, I wanted to bring this out real quick before I forget because I saw someone in the comments was asking if we had this. This is the giant Michael Myers one. It looks like a Funko Pop, so in some weird way you see it on. If you haven't seen it in real life, it's big. So much bigger than you think it is.
Yeah, it's like night and day compared to the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I got the bloody version. I haven't gotten the regular version yet.
There's a bloody version and a regular version of the big ones.
Yeah, there's a bloody version of the big one and the regular.
Yeah, I have the bloody as well. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for the bloody small one, but it hasn't come out yet. I got the new version. I got all the other ones. I got the H2O one and all those. But
why didn't you tell me that, Matt? You're supposed to tell me that there's other versions or something.
Well, for me, it's I'm backtracking, right? I'm trying to collect things that have since significantly gone up in price, significantly. I'm looking for the grails, but the prices are really high right now. So I'm kind of.
What is a grail for you?
What's a grail for you?
The two that you have, the Evolution of Evil that we previously spoke about, and The Night He Came Home. To me, I want those. Those are two that I just gotta have. The NECAs that I want to have.
The Night He Came Home, was that Ghost Bob?
It's the one with him and Loomis. It's the It's a 2-pack, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
the 2-pack, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So those two, and then yeah, there's a couple other ones. I want to get into the trick or treats, the bigger ones. Those are fine. I like those. But those two are kind of
I'll
what
tell
I'm.
you what. So it's documented and everything, and I can't even back out. I got a deal for you, my friend, when you're ready.
He's
I'm-
got one.
And you and only you for this price. So don't anyone else try to hold me to it. But I got a Night He Came Home box set that I think you should have for $200.
fucking sold. Done.
That's a deal and a half.
That's like
Okay.
half the price because you need to have it.
Virtual handshake. That's a done deal right now.
Bump it over.
Bump
There
it.
is one little.
Yeah.
There's one thing wrong with it. I'll level with you, but I don't think you're going to care too much. So the glass has come down, and I put a little bit of tape right there to pull it back up so that it stays like that.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah,
That is very minor, and that is a beauty. That because you know what, in all fairness, you just made my fucking day. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
So look, I can't wait to get my hands on the Ultimate Loomis and Michael Myers 2-pack that's coming out.
Yeah.
Because I love, and I bought another one of these. I love this.
Yeah, the
This
H2
is-
set. Yeah, these are
oh my
awesome.
God. Like I said, H2 is my favorite in terms of like collecting the items, and this is just I can't wait for the Ultimate figures to come out. And so yeah, I can't, dude. You just made my fucking day, dude. Thank you.
You're on
Now
your
we're
way, right?
even. You
Fuck
made my
yeah.
day. I made your day. We're even now.
That's fucking badass.
If you like H2, like I said, that's what this the Bendy figure is H2.
So cool.
Yes, I bought it. It's I'm just waiting for it to get delivered. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for it.
Was
Yeah.
it you that was telling me about that one when you were in here?
Yeah. I was just scrolling through some random stuff, and then I saw it, and I was like, I told the girlfriend, buy it for me before, and I was working, and she bought it for me. So I'm waiting for it. I'm jealous of you, my friend. It looks cooler in person. It looks awesome.
Oh, it did a real nice job. And H2, especially because I guess I'm assuming because it was the 40th anniversary, but they put
It's
out
easier to
shit
get the
ton.
licensing for HD.
Well, Universal will do anything for $1, and so like there was a ton of H2 shit that came out last year.
Yeah.
Tons of
A
it.
shitload. Yes.
I mean,
And I'm like
between
a little-
Party City and
Did you just say a shitload of number 2?
a
Yeah.
shitload of number 2.
Yes. Like you're talking about like we used it. We had a Halloween party this past Halloween. We had the plastic displays, the full sizes. Shit, we still have them laying around here somewhere. We bought all the decorations, all the H2 decorations. I know exactly what you're talking
Too
about.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
We
tons
bought
of
it
it,
out.
H2 cool.
including the little.
What
Where
the
is he? Right there. The little Myers there.
Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah.
There's that one, and there's another one floating around here somewhere. I think they're moving around on their own.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what's another good question for a guest collector? We'll call it.
Not liked item. I don't know if that's even a thing. Do you have a hated item that you just don't like that you had to buy because of the collection?
Oh, a hated item. Oh, that's a good question, my friend.
I don't know. Don't you have something that you have to collect? And you're like, I don't want it, but
Yeah, it's called Halloween 3.
You know what? No, you know what? I like the ultimate. No, not the. Is it the cloth? The 3-pack?
The 3-pack.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, the
I love
figures.
that. Those figures are great. I even got it signed by what's his name? Tom
Atkins?
Atkins. Yeah, Tom Atkins.
Tom Atkins.
Super nice guy. I'm sure you met him without. He's great.
I
He's-
did.
He's
And-
awesome.
I did. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the guy from Creepshow that smacks his kid.
Yeah.
Not that he's ever going to watch this podcast, but I got a funny story when I met him. It was last year or the year before. It was in the middle of the pandemic. So one of the shows they were doing, they did an outdoor convention because they didn't want anybody indoors. And there was Tom Atkins, Stacy Nelkin was there, like Adrian Barbeau, a bunch of people. It was all outdoors. And it was windy as hell. So people like trying to hold all their pictures down and shit, So when I finally get up to Tom Atkins, I start bullshitting with him, and the shit's blowing everywhere. All his fucking pictures are going everywhere. We're trying to find rocks to put on top of them so they don't blow away. So I'm grabbing the stuff, I'm putting it there. He signs and he does all this stuff. He's like, I walk away and I'm like, I never paid him.
Oh, shit.
I didn't realize it till later because I'm like, how did I get like that? Why do I have an extra $50 in my pockets? I budgeted everything out, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't think I paid him because I was so busy helping him pull all the shit up, and he signed everything. He's like, oh, thanks for helping out. I walked away. I'm like, I didn't even freaking pay them.
Well, it was for helping out, probably. There you go.
You know, I have found that they're really generous. People who, you know, they see how much they mean to you, and some of them just turn the other cheek. They don't even care about the money. Some are very, you know, they're sticklers, but I've seen some people just like, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Some people need the gas money to get home from the convention.
No shit. No shit.
Okay, from what I noticed, I see some people there. I feel so bad for them because it's not that even necessarily that they're people that nobody wants to meet. It's that these people are expensive, and some people go in there with like a budget. Like I can afford to meet 4 or 5 people
Right.
or 3 people or whatever they say, and you never get around to, you know, the I don't know, Adrian Barbeau or whoever that's like a side character or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, good point. Good point. All
Well,
right.
actually, one question I did want to ask you. Now, since you're collecting Halloween, do you collect any movie specific, or are you collecting stuff from every movie, or do you just do the first couple, or is it any Halloween movies is game?
Any Halloween is game. I mean, but I don't see
Even part 3?
like, but I don't see much memorabilia outside of maybe 1, 2, 4, 5, and then the 18, and then kills. I mean, I really don't see much of like, you know, the other ones. But I mean, it's getting slim because San Antonio is a big. I'm finding out that it's a big horror collection community around here. Like people go when something comes out, they attack that stuff, man. So I'll go one night to like 5 Targets. I'll go to 6 Walmarts. I'll go to Heroes and Fantasies here.
Someone should open a horror store in town.
I'm telling you, like I go everywhere, and it's like you got to get there, but everything goes out quick, man. And for me, it's whatever I get my hands on that's Halloween-esque because you never know when I might see it again.
Some people just do specific. Like I used to collect everything from every movie, and then I started running out of space. Started, you know, and then what happens is, you know, you get opportunities to buy things for one of the movies you really like, the original ones. So I ended up like I told the story. I had every Rob Zombie thing you could think of, and I sold it all because I wanted all this H2 stuff.
Nice.
And then so now I'm obviously maybe someday I'll go back and buy it, but it's hot as hell now for some strange reason. But
yeah,
like part 6 and part 5 of this stuff,
I'm not gonna fall for that. Maybe
I might collect like the trick or treat figures and stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. Just because you'll see, just look behind me. There's so much crap back here.
You got to get it on there.
It's beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
Thanks, and it gets expensive, and there's stuff on either direction. I just can't get in the picture.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have stuff hiding in the back over here, but let me show my newest pickup. And with the release, they were backwards, but I just got my hands on this over the past weekend, and I was fucking so happy that I finally got my hands on it.
Nice.
Look at this beauty. Look at this guy.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So it's the ultimate Kessler Wolf. Look how beautiful this sucker is. He's massive.
Oh man.
Bad lighting. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not going to be able to pick that.
Yeah, it's hard, but this sucker is beautiful.
Who makes that? Is that NECA?
NECA. It's NECA. Yeah. So
Great movie. One of my favorites.
Movie is phenomenal. Hold on, I got one more thing.
American Werewolf in London was also responsible for my favorite film of all time, the short film Thriller.
Thriller, yeah.
Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Now I can really date myself. I remember it premiering. Ugh.
And you got awesome, the Nightmare Demons. So
the Nightmare Demons, yeah.
Man, these guys, this set right here, they did the latest 2 releases for this, and I was like, I had to cop these 2. And I found these like crazy, and they're out everywhere. Out.
And you better settle in, because if you're collecting all movie stuff, man, it's gonna be expensive. That's why I love all those other movies. I see some stuff, and I'm like, no, I can't. If I jump into that, it'll just get out of hand.
I'm learning the hard way, man, because they always talk about maintaining a budget and so on and so forth, and it's hard because you get that feeling of I might not see this again.
Exactly.
And you don't want to pass it up. So yeah, budgeting is hard. That's the biggest thing about collecting. It's so hard to budget your money.
But we got to be careful and cause a stink about this shit, because if we're not too careful, these people like to make everything pre-order and limited edition, and
Yes.
they force your hand. You got a 10-minute window to buy most of this shit.
Yep. It pisses me off when
Yeah.
I go to a reseller and he bought the entire stock out for retail and he upped the price, whatever, 25-50%. I'm like, are you out of your freaking mind? I was like, I could have got this for like way cheaper, but you done bought the whole damn, you sniped everything. You bought it all out.
I actually sent an email to, was it Fright Rags? Yeah, Fright Rags, when they put out those Nanoforce figures.
I'm waiting for mine, by the
And
way.
the glow in the dark ones, there's, I don't know what's taking them so long, but the original release, they're like, oh, we're only doing however many of these. But so it's okay, then you should limit everybody to 1 or 2. People bought 20, 30 of them. It sold out in 10 seconds.
Yes.
And then they were selling for $150, $200. It's like, so I said to me, I said, look, that's cool. You want to have a limited run. I get it. But why are you letting people buy 20, 30 of them? And then going to reselling them? I said, we're collectors here. And he's a collector. That's why he started Fright Rags. It's like he talks about, oh, I was a collector. It's like, well, and then he finally came out. And I think with the glow in the dark ones, 1 or 2, he made some type of statement that going forward, they were going to be limited on certain amounts of certain, limited releases. Because that's ridiculous. It's like, I mean, it's getting so bad now. Like Michael and I have talked about this, where you go on eBay after something and people are selling their pre-orders.
Yes, I've seen that.
They're selling their fucking pre-orders. Are you serious?
It's like, you need the money now because you don't know when you're gonna get your item now. You have no you need your money.
Like unfucking believable. I'm like, come on, really? You're selling your pre-order now?
Yeah, I don't even trust that either way. Because I bought things at the NECA store, and months, nothing, and you try to cancel the order, and they won't refund you the money. Honest to God, the NECA store. That's just little buyer beware there. I'm not gonna dog them further than that, but just be buyer beware for those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. So shifting gears, we were talking about best worst characters for a minute there. I have a tendency of rambling, obviously, and we don't get much accomplished, but it is what it is.
So it makes it fun.
Yeah.
Different tangents. Who cares?
Love it.
All right, so let's keep it organized just for 1 second, because I did want to get through that subject real quick. Patrick, will you recap in like 3 minutes or less your favorite and least favorite side character for the franchise?
Yeah, so Joe, I don't know if you saw last week, we did our favorite side characters, meaning like not somebody that's obviously Laurie or Loomis or just somebody who was there that was cool. So I said, well, why don't we do one who we thought was the worst? So I can go in order from age 78. The first is everybody's Minuteman, Judith's boyfriend in the beginning.
If you call it a minute.
Yeah. All right. We're talking the 32nd man.
Yeah.
In the age 2, he was such a clown and he was annoying as hell, but Mr. Garrett, the friggin' security guard.
Yes.
I mean, and at least, yeah. And at least if you watch the H2 like the TV cut where they have the extra scenes of him talking, and it's like, oh, thank God they cut those fucking scenes out.
He's annoying as hell, and he got what he deserved.
Yep. Got that friggin' hammer right in his head. Good for him.
Nice.
And H3, because it's part of the whole thing, is got to be the little buddy. Was so fucking annoying.
Which one?
Little buddy, the kid that had the mask on and all the fucking snakes came out of his head.
Yeah, they ate his face.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you talking about Halloween 3?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that explains it. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. So little buddy. H4 was fuck off Wade.
Little buddy.
Yeah.
Fuck off Wade.
Fuck off.
Oh, your daddy don't scare me. Fuck off Wade. And let's see, the H5. Oh, I'm sure you'll know just from this.
Oh my God, go away.
The fucking boyfriend Spitz.
Yes.
Spitz was your least favorite of the 3?
Oh, he was, because that laugh.
Halloween 5's got the top 3 in my opinion. They got Billy, the stuttering kid. You've got fucking Spit, and you also have Tina as well.
Oh no, I said one. Oh God, you want to go 3, 4?
That's what I just realized that like the top 3 are all in the one movie.
Well, you know, like because H5 when it's on, and I'll only pretty much put that movie on like if it's on, if like like AMC is showing it and it's on, and when he starts laughing, I'm like, oh,
both, all 3 of these people, and it might have something to do with humility. I don't know, but legitimately, Tina, Spitz, and Billy, the stuttering kid, probably the 3 coolest people I've met in any of the Halloween.
Oh, on a personal level, this is definitely not something personal.
Not the characters.
It's their
Billy
characters.
and Spitz, both of them wanted me to sit there and show them all these pictures of the collection, and they're grabbing my phone going, "Oh my God, look at it." They were so much fun. I ended up having to go around the table and sit with them for a while. And
even if you watch the Scream Factory extras on their behind the scenes stuff, everybody seems cool as hell. So it's definitely nothing on them on a personal level. It's just their character. It's just it's like nails on a chalkboard.
So ultimately, who is the favorite, least favorite?
Well, I was just getting to him at age 6. Would have to be John Strode. Best part was his head blowing up.
Oh, I didn't like the cop out he did. Like, if you're gonna be a prick, like stepdad figure, you don't look so unsure of yourself. Like when he said, "You and that bastard of yours," and he looked like he was afraid to say it. And unlike my man William Forsythe and fucking
hello there, my Michelle.
Don't think I ain't making a mental note of all your fucking bullshit.
Hey, I love that guy, man. I love that guy.
He's probably a fucking queer.
Then of course we go to H2O, right? Yeah, H2O would be next. Would be
come on, say
fucking Charlie.
Okay,
kid. The best part.
Really? What's his name? Not Laurie's love interest. What's his name?
Adam. I know his name's Adam Arkin.
He had the lisp.
Adam Arkin.
Yeah, Alan Arkin's son. Yes.
Watching that motherfucker eat grapes is probably the least favorite thing I've ever done in my fucking life. He sits there, watch him.
Hey, he has a lisp. It's the worst thing I've ever heard. He's like, "Hey, guys, how's it going?"
Nice.
I hate that guy. Never mind. Sorry.
What do we got? Oh, and Resurrection. Self-explanatory. Who's the worst character in Resurrection?
Busta Rhymes.
Of course. Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie, and the Rob Zombie one, it had to be Wesley, the kid from Spy Kids. Best part was him getting beat to death with the fucking stick in the woods.
Oh yeah.
He played a real prick, but it was funny because I'm watching it at the time with my son, and my son's like, "Is that the kid? That's the kid from Spy Kids." Like, oh yeah, he just got his ass kicked, is what he just did with a branch.
Yeah,
he was a prick. Rob Zombie 2 would be the one girl. What the hell was her name? Maya.
It'd be Scout Taylor.
She was like a
if you watch the
little, you talking about the little one? Is that the little girl, the shorter one with the black hair?
The blonde hair girl.
Yeah, you're talking about Brea Grant.
Brea Grant, super nice. I've seen her, but her character, if it went away, it wouldn't have made a difference.
I had her Halloween costume bow tie from the movie. Probably one of a couple, I don't know, but I had one and didn't mind parting with it. Could give a fuck less, to be honest with you.
And that's why she made it on my list. And
and that retard, excuse my language these days, but when I met her, she was like, oh man, she told this kid in front of me, this kid said, "Can I get a picture with it too?" She's like, "Yeah, it's $25." And she said it ice cold. And then I come up, right? And I roll out the poster. And it's always this awesome thing when you roll out the poster because it's got 100 signatures on it. It's a thing to see. And she's like, "Whoa, can I take a picture of that?" I was like, "Yeah, for $20.
Yeah.
Now give it back to the other kid. You
put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I did too. You can ask April about that. She don't let me lie.
All right, we go H2 Halloween 2018. It's got to be the kid. Lumpy in the car.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I don't want to go hunting. I should be in my dance class. It's like,
Oh, Nikki Sixx from the Dirt.
Yeah, I can't. I was actually surprised that he got killed. I'm surprised they
Did
did
you
that.
see that he played a young Nikki Sixx in the Dirt movie?
I
Did
saw
you
the
see
dirt,
that?
but I don't remember. I only saw the
No,
dirt
I don't
once.
remember.
Yeah, in the beginning when he cuts his own arm and tells his mother, like the cops come and take him from his mother. That's
That
him.
was him? Oh, I gotta go back and watch
Oh,
that.
shit. Huh.
And obviously in Age Kills, the most useless character, Sheriff Barker.
Sheriff Barker.
The sheriff with the
Oh,
cowboy hat.
the black one. The black
The
guy.
mayor?
No, the sheriff
The black sheriff.
from Age Kills. He's always got the cowboy hat on.
Yeah, he literally does nothing the whole movie.
Ain't he the mayor in 2018?
No, he's the sheriff in both.
Oh, he's a sheriff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
the
he was
one
the
that
mayor or some shit.
he's like, nobody told you.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I
Yeah.
just thought he was the mayor for some
Oh,
reason.
he is the worst character. Worst.
Yeah, it's like he developed something like a speech impediment or something. So they gave him like lines like, "Oh shit," and like I don't remember him having more than like 2-word lines in that movie. Yeah. What are we gonna do? Cancel Halloween?
Yeah. Oh,
He does do that. He does do that with his mouth. He does.
just
He does have
the
it, kind of
absolute worst.
like fixated, like
You know,
All
that's
the
you
time.
had great sheriffs. You had Ben Meeker, who was fucking awesome. You had friggin' Charles Cyphers as bracket. Then this prick. It's
Oh.
like, seriously, come on.
nice guy, by the way. Charles Cyphers, super cool.
Oh yeah, I met. It was funny. I when I saw him at one of the conventions and they had just announced Halloween 2018, and I'm like, man, that would have been so cool if they would have asked you to come back. And he's like, well, when my phone rings, I'll come back. And then sure as shit, they brought him back for Age Kills.
So
Hell yeah.
when I met him, one of the times I met him, last time I spoke with him, we'll say, it was kind of ruined for me with that because we didn't know anything about Halloween Kills, but I did know who was selling Halloween Kills posters at their table.
Oh,
And you're sitting there going, okay, well, clearly they bring you back because here's some Halloween Kills posters you're trying to sign. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
nice.
Yeah, so I
Easter
kind of,
egg, spoiler alert.
yeah, I figured that one out. And then you look over at Nancy Loomis, you're like, I don't see any Kills posters. In
She's like, I'm dead. She's like, I'm dead.
Oh, she was the greatest, though. I loved meeting her. I actually did meet them both at the same time. And I told her about the horror
me
stuff,
too.
and she said, you just watch. People are going to start flying in, and they're going to use your place as a tourist attraction, and you're going to get a ton of people, and it's going to be the greatest thing. There was the very first person, and then she signed the picture. Thank you for supporting the franchise. Because we talked for a minute about keeping it alive, and she said, well, thank you so much for helping to do your part to keep the shit alive. And I was like, wow, I didn't think anyone would actually say that. And it hit me pretty good. She was awesome.
Yeah, and the last time I saw, like I said, I think I mentioned it before when I saw her last, it was a twofer because her husband was sitting there, who's Rick Rosenthal, the director of H2. And so I got to hang out and talk to both of them. And they're both super cool.
And she was married to Tommy Lee Wallace too, right?
No.
She was with oh my god.
That was Nancy Loomis.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. Who are you talking about?
Yeah, Nancy Loomis.
Oh, I think you're talking about Nancy Stevens. I'm sorry. There's too many Nancys.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah,
now
that's how she got the role, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how she got,
that's how she got the role.
Yeah, yeah, that's how she
out of a crowd.
That's how she got the role in. She was there, if you remember, she was in Assault on Precinct 13 too.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
Isn't
she was.
In, you guys will have to help me with this. Isn't she in Halloween 3 too?
Yes.
She's the mom.
She's the mom in Halloween 3.
Yeah, she's the mom in there.
I feel bad for her because she takes some flack for the death, her dead body in Halloween 2 in the beginning where they pull her out and you can see her heart beating.
Oh yeah.
In the blood. I felt bad for her. You can't act your way out of your fucking heart beating.
And then when he goes to close her eyes, you can see her like flinch.
Then again, De Niro could probably do it.
Are you talking to me? You talking to me?
That scene? Hold on. No, watch that be the title of the movie after ends. Nice. Halloween
forever. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what they're doing with Jackass. Isn't that Jackass?
That is true.
Yeah. All right. So what about you, Joe? Have you had a second to think about it? Best weird side character?
I've been thinking about it, and I was like, I would have liked to do some homework on it. I would like to give.
Why don't you just go down the list of everyone who's ever been in a Halloween movie like Patrick just did?
I know, right? No. I will give the most annoying.
I love you, bro.
The most annoying for me is Tina.
Okay.
For me, like, I don't understand the reasoning for her. Like, all of a sudden, she's the final girl, and I didn't like that. It really rubbed me the wrong way, and I just hearing a young what's her name calling her name out, Tina. Like, who gives a shit about Tina? What makes her so special?
All
as a character,
like this hero of this movie, didn't she?
Yeah, like as Danielle's calling out for her, I was like, what? Why is she all so important all of a sudden? So for me, that's
funny. So when I met her for the first time, it was at the H40 convention, and they had everybody aligned, kind of like these are the H5 people, these are the H6 people. They're all in the same groups. And I go up to Don Shanks, and he's sitting by Tina, and I'm like, I'm sorry you have to sit by her, as she is annoying in real life. And he says, he starts laughing. He says, I got to tell you something. He like leans over to get like kind of away from her so she can't hear what we're saying. He's like, at the premiere, when she died, everyone gave a standing fucking ovation. And she was so hurt by it and embarrassed. But hey, in my opinion, I mean, she did a great job of being an annoying ass character. She just wasn't cast for an annoying ass role.
Yeah, that's true.
I never understood the reasoning about why they chose to do that. Why they killed Ellie Cornell off and essentially had the friend
and
be like the person's like. Oh,
and could you imagine Danielle Harris returns and it goes up to the director? I've read my script and I don't say anything for like the first like half of the movie, and then all of a sudden I start rambling. What's going on here? Oh, we made you you can't talk. Oh, because why? Like, why can't I talk? What the fuck happened to her in part 4? She can't fucking talk.
Yeah.
And one more that comes to mind is Bud from Halloween 2, because I was jealous of him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was jealous that a dirtbag like that gets the lady. That pissed me off, man. I was like, this dude's a piece of crap. What are you doing? Meeting him in the like you're just totally abandoning your patience, and I'm like, what kind of shit? What for this guy? I was like, wow, I got to.
My bro Daniel has a good point. You could kill Rachel and do it towards the end up to 6. If he's saying what I think he's saying, that's a good point. I think the worst part of Halloween 5, which a lot of people think is the worst one, I think the worst part is that they killed Ellie Cornell off so quick.
Yeah, that was just a stupid move.
And she's the only fucking one that I cared to see, to be honest with you. And then Danielle Harris, they made her an idiot for the first half of it. And then all of a sudden, Tina. And then the next scene, she's like, please, Tina, don't go. I have been sitting here this whole time waiting for your arrival. And all of a sudden, she's fucking ranting and raving. And you're like, she's healed. Tina's a fucking miracle. Like, that's why she's in the movie. She's a miracle.
Well, the best part of H5 is the fact that Donald Pleasance is fucking drunk through the whole movie.
Yeah, he is. He is
clearly drunk.
Wasted.
They've all said it too.
What are you hunting?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it's like, no, just stay here. Don't go out. Because like, you're fucking drunk. Stop breathing.
I'm telling you that Michael Myers is here in this town. He's here to kill everyone and anyone that gets in his way or whatever.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I lost it for a second there. Matt was distracted.
Jay and Forrest, have you guys seen that? Do you guys have the Halloween Kills action figure?
Yes. Yep.
Yes,
we got it for sale too.
Yes, sir.
I got mine after I had to return my damaged one. I got my good one.
Anybody, if you want one, I've got them for sale. You could just send me a message and we could ship one out to you if you want one. You're talking about the NECA one, right?
Shameless plug, Mike.
I guess
Shameless plug, my tits.
Shameless plug.
Damn business, my friend. I gotta do business. I gotta make this a business so that I can keep it going for however long I can keep a business.
It's the second of the month. Bills are due. Shit.
That's
Who you
right.
kidding?
Thank
Who
you,
you kidding?
Joe. Damn straight. That's
Who you
what's going
kidding?
on.
Gabriel can't stand Allison and H kills.
And Andy. Which one was Andy?
Well, Andy is Allison, right? That's her real name, Andy Matichik. So I'm not
Well, it
sure.
says I can't stand Allison and Andy.
Clear it up for us, Gabe.
Yeah, I'm with you on Allison, but I don't know the rest.
Allison, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, she rubbed me the wrong way right away. Because what was it? When the guy comes up to her at school and is like, oh, you were serious about that? And she's like, don't do that. Or whatever she said. It was really fucking bitchy. She was like pegged a bitch right away. It was right at the locker when the boyfriend comes up. She says something. And I don't remember what. Oh, did she say like be nice or some shit like that?
Yeah.
All he said was, and I sympathize for the misunderstood men of the world in relationships because I'm one of the most misunderstood people. So I don't know what the fuck he did wrong. He comes up and says, and she says, we got that thing with my parents. And he goes, oh, I didn't know that was serious. And she goes, be nice.
Quick question. It just came to me. Who would you rather have as a guest if you could choose between the two, Allison or Scout?
Where?
In your store.
In the
As
store?
a guest, who would you want to have
Allison.
there present? Allison
Fucking
Barnett.
long shot.
Barnett.
But it's not because of how great she is. I just Scout, baby. Listen, I love you, okay? But damn, she is annoying. And I think it's because of me. It might not be her. It might be me. Because, you know, you look a certain way, you act a certain way. I'm assuming she thinks everyone in my position has a crush on her or something. Because when I was up there, I started talking to her, and she just nonstop wanted to make sure I knew she had a boyfriend. And that's all she would fucking talk about. She would say to me, oh, yeah, my boyfriend said that. Oh, yeah. And she was just the most fucking annoying. And she wore the most goofy fucking stupid clothes. I gotta find the picture of her.
Wait. Don't hold back. Tell us how you feel.
You're not gonna fucking believe this picture.
We gotta get this out, man. We gotta get it out.
You gotta see what she was. Hold on, let me go to Places. Where's Places at? Because it was in Houston. That'll be the quickest way to find it. Hold on. Okay, please. Oh, fuck yeah. Look at this goofy ass clothes she's wearing.
What the hell?
Isn't that goofy looking? She looks like it in real life. Do you see it? It looks a lot more incriminating when you see it not through the computer screen. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And the back, it's a one-piece bathing suit with like pants pulled up over it.
Yeah, exactly. Now I see it. Why?
I don't know. And I've never been less interested to see nips poking through a shirt in my fucking life. And April's like, oh, there you go. I was like, what the fuck is that dude's problem?
I haven't seen her much in anything, right? As of late.
She was in the Runaways. I don't know how recent that is, but
that was a while ago now.
That's a while. Yeah, I haven't seen her do much as of late. I think she's kind of resting on the Halloween laurels, you know, because Danielle's still doing things. She's still active. I just don't know what the hell she's doing. I mean, I don't know. That's why I don't like her.
And an accessory pack. Hey, send me a message. We got you. Sorry, I had to take care of business real quick. That's right. Tonight's podcast is brought to you by Jaden and Gabriel. Surely going to be picking up some toys to fund the fucking podcast.
Our sponsors.
That's right. Thank you in advance.
Yeah, just to let you know, the shirt that I copped there,
Yeah.
I love the material. It's
It's
not
so
that it's
nice.
not that cheap shit. It's actually a really nice T-shirt,
Yes. Thank
dude.
you. Thank you for
Nice
noticing.
T-shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I spent the extra bucks to get good quality because I know how frustrating that is.
I'm pretty particular about how the shirts fit and the material and good shit, man. Good
You
shirt.
got it, brother. You
Good
got it.
shirt. Yes, sir.
Anytime. So, did you do your favorite character, side character?
No, I did not. Side character that would be uh I guess again Halloween 2 was it Jimmy, the sweet boy, the lover boy,
The stalker.
the stalker. Yeah. I think he was sweet, man. I thought he was
Do you know you have to put pressure on a horn to make it honk?
yeah.
I never noticed that because you always see it on TV. Every time they bounce their stupid face onto the fucking steering wheel, it's meh, and you're like, I don't know about that. I just set my hand on the steering wheel. It doesn't do shit.
You get the. That's it. That's all
Ye-
you get.
Well,
Yeah,
the only saving
You
grace
get a
about
funny
that scene.
nose if you bonk your face and get it to go bonk.
I think
No,
I
the
know where
only
you're going.
saving grace, yeah, because it's that car is like a 50s car,
Those are
and if you look at the steering wheel, it's got the big metal thing you used to push.
Yeah.
So they kind of did think ahead. My only thing when I saw that is just like, if you looked at the cars in the parking lot, I was like, is this a scene from Happy Days or Halloween 2?
No shit. Old
There are
ass
all
cars,
these old
vintage.
fucking cars in the
Yeah.
and I'm like, I guess maybe did they get a deal on this or something? Oh yeah, let's get all the cars from the last week episode of Happy Days and let's bring them all and put them in the parking lot of Haddonfield Memorial.
You
Because
know, that
the
led
car
up.
was old as shit.
Yeah, it led to that scene where Michael comes around the corner, his mask is lit up red.
Red.
That's
And
awesome.
if they come out with a variant like that, like for me, I would love that. A fucking red looking mask. as he
No,
goes
we
around
had the idea. What's the mask they need to come out with?
The CGI.
The
Oh,
CGI.
The CGI.
mask.
fucking H2O.
No.
Fuck
No,
yeah! This is
No.
horribly awesome.
no. You know what? Because they put the Ben Tramer mask in one of the NECAs. So I mean, I can see that maybe an additional headpiece.
They saw the full-on Ben
You
Tramer
know.
mask too. We got.
Yeah, they can. I can see the CGI mask. I can see that trash.
That scene is the best with the one character I couldn't stand, that guy Charlie, because it's like when he turned and saw him and he was like, hi. Like if that was me, I turned and saw CGI Myers, I would have been like, what the fuck are you wearing? CGI mask. It's like, come on. It was awesome.
Do anybody know this? Didn't they use some Halloween 2 footage in Kills?
No, really.
No, I think no, everything was shot new, right? Loomis was a different actor. They redecorated the house, all that stuff. From what
No,
I
they did. They when they when he's in the bar and Anthony Michael Hall is talking about the survivors, they flash back to Nancy Loomis laying on the gurney.
Oh, the quick
H2.
snap. Yeah, the snippets. Yeah,
Because
you're
everybody raised the
Yeah.
red flag, like, wait a second, H2 is not canon. Why are you using that?
You're right. They do. You're right. Absolutely good point. Good point.
Is he dancing?
Oh, sorry. I got a Thriller moment. He said Thriller. It's a thing I got to do. Like Cartman singing "Come Sail Away." I just got to get into it real quick and just do a couple moves, get it out of my system, and then move on. But okay, cool. So, what do we want to cover? We got I got a little bit more time here before the roads start getting absolutely crazy. I got about 20 more minutes. So let's what do you guys want to talk about? My favorite and least favorite, real quick. Jokingly, my favorite is Bucky, but Bucky just is fucking Bucky. He should be a bumper sticker.
Fake Bucky lover, I see.
Yep. And then fake Bucky lover. Nope. I'm the real deal, buddy. The real deal. So my least favorite is, there's let's just call it a tie so we can move on with Busta Rhymes, and I hate Josh Hartnett, and he bugs the dog shit out of me. The entire cast of Resurrection was a little pointless to me, because when you watch a movie, you kind of want like at least one of the characters for you to want to root for them and not want them to die. Kill all of them in the first 5 minutes. Who gives a fuck about these jackholes? Oh my God, it's the kid that pitched in Rookie of the Year. Cool.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna go get some popcorn.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Right,
be back.
the white horse is the best side character. There you go.
And
Oh,
then
from Rob Zombie. Yep.
so they drive me absolutely fucking nuts. And then oh man, it just so many. Unfortunately, this franchise is loaded with cringe fucking actors and actresses that you just want to fucking run from. Tina was obnoxious as fuck. Spitz was obnoxious as fuck. The dad in fucking Halloween 6 was fucking stupid. H2O was just a dumpster fire. That's not a popular opinion, but that's my opinion.
So H2O, what was the not Joseph Gordon-Levitt, his fucking buddy, the most pointless side character? What was that guy's name?
Oh, not him, but his buddy in the beginning.
Buddy in the beginning.
Yeah, what the hell? What was his purpose? He's just getting killed?
Secondhand smoke kills.
No, my God.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's a quote from that movie. I don't fucking. I wish I knew more about him. Maybe I owe it. Oh, the white horse is the best side character.
Yep.
Fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. Fuck yeah. Thank you, Daniel. My least favorite side character is fucking Sherry Moon Zombie in Halloween 2. Just Halloween 2. Because I walked into the theater. I've said this before. I walked into the theater on opening night for Halloween 2, Rob Zombie. I look over at my brother. I think it was my brother, Sean, I was with. But I said, hey, at least we got a movie where his wife can't possibly fucking show up. She was killed in the last one. And then she's in like the majority of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man. Oh man.
Hell yeah.
This dude has claimed this chick. He's gotten her to a point where I don't know that she could cheat on him because who the fuck wants to deal with her ass?
He's keeping her gainfully employed. Why would she leave?
Mm-hmm.
You know, she actually
for the rent, and he's my new hero.
That's right. And he's actively making the monsters.
I know.
She's Lily.
And she's fucking Lily.
Monster.
I was like, what kind of blasphemous shit is that? But I digress. I'm done. I'm just like, come on, man.
Good point. So that's my least favorite. And definitely favorite has got to be I love Ellie Cornell. She's a lot of fun. I love Kelly Meeker, the character. She's great. I don't know. I guess I just love Halloween 4. And I hate everything past 6.
How about that old guy, the lynch mob? You dumb bastard. You said it was Michael Myers.
Oh man.
You shot Ted Hollister, my
Yeah, you shot Ted Hollister.
For Christ's sake, Earl, you shot Ted Hollister.
Those guys are awesome. Those guys
don't have a police force.
That's a good one. That was good.
You bastard, you just created a lynch mob.
Good one. Betraying the fucking but I got an overrated character in my opinion is the little kid in that she babysat in fucking 2018.
Oh, the
like
boy.
He cracked. So it was funny. First, it was funny. I watched it opening night like I do. It was funny, but it turned into like for a minute there, it was like the highlight of the whole fucking movie for people.
Yeah.
It was a little too funny.
Yeah.
A little too much.
Daniel, the favorite quote, die. I'm just kidding. When Michael Myers talks
tonight.
Oh, God.
That's a good right there. That's good. Evil dies.
Well, Daniel is very involved in this. He's my little brother. He lived in Florida when that movie came out with his mom. And his mom was like mine, didn't want him watching the Halloween movie. So I would mail him DVDs in other covers and hide them in there and just send them to him. Well, I saw Halloween 2 in the theater. And then I bought 2 copies when it came out on DVD, sent him one, didn't open mine yet. Then he watches it. I asked him, what did you think of the movie? Crazy how it ended, right? Because in the theater, he killed Dr. Loomis.
Right.
And I was like, fuck, no way. So I wanted to see his opinion, and he's like, yeah, I couldn't believe Michael talked. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? And he says, yeah, Michael talks at the end of it. Is that what you were talking about? I'm like, the fuck no, it's not what I'm talking about. So I open up the DVD, skip it right up, and he's like, die. And I'm like, fuck. Like, it sucks. I told him that too, to his face. Tyler Main, he's a cool dude. We have great conversations. He's hilarious. We have a lot of fun. We crack jokes. I got his phone number. We talk. Yeah. He's a great dude. But I had to ask. I was like, why the fuck? Oh, because I went up to him and I said, hey, would you put one of your quotes from the movie on my picture here? And he's like, oh, yeah. He said it was funny because he thought I was making a joke. But I'm like, you remember? He's like, oh, yeah, I could put die on there. I was like, yeah, you could, but please don't.
Please don't.
I was like, you fucking talked. He's like, I know. I was like, whose idea was that? He said, it was mine. He said, I had to. I looked at Rob and I said, we got to just fucking do it. And I'm like, okay. Thank you for being 7 foot tall and not something I'm trying to engage at the moment, but I'll watch how I say it. But yeah. What the fuck?
That humanized him a lot, especially like Michael in part 5 where he's sitting in jail.
Oh, that
With
was
the mask on.
Yeah, that to me was like, wait, what? What the hell,
Not
man?
to too drastically switch gears, but do you guys talk about Scout Taylor Compton this evening? Are you familiar with both versions of Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie ones?
Yeah,
I think so.
Have you noted? You know how one of them she's a fucking lunatic drug addict, and then the other one she's still kind of normal.
Yeah.
That the fucking crying for my prescription and shit like that was the worst fucking shit. I hated that. Did you guys like that version?
No, man, she's yelling at Lois Lane, the original Lois Lane. So you better calm down, bitch.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. I mean, they really harp on that PTSD that Michael, brings upon them. They really use that effect, with Lori now and her, and it's all this PTSD shit. I'm like, can y'all kind of think of something new to,
Yeah, and they do that in a lot of movies though too. Because think about it, 40 years ago, I was being babysat, and this dude with a mask came into the house, and we had to hide because he wanted to kill the babysitter, and he ended up killing what they know of is like 3 teenagers and his sister, right? Mm-hmm. That's all they know of. They don't know about like the truck guy and whatever at that point.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, like, you're congregating in a fucking bar every year to discuss the fucking events of those couple people getting fucking killed. It just struck me a little bit. It just seems stupid. I kind of agree with the guy that blew up the pumpkin in 2018 when he says, I mean, is it really a big deal though? I mean, he like killed a couple fucking people, And I was like, right? That's what I thought.
What's his name? What's his name's son, right? His parents. They're famous. His parents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his parents are the Janet from Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's his mother. Brandon? Susan Sarandon and her husband. Tim Robbins. That's their son.
That's their son.
Yeah.
Well, he nailed it.
Yeah.
Is it really that big of a deal? He fucking nailed it. Good point. He might be my favorite side character now.
And then his girlfriend's yelling like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
He just wants to smoke weed. Man, this guy's gangster.
And his girlfriend was such a bitch to him. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
He's the bitch. What fucking guy do you know would go get a tattoo of the day he has sex with a chick for the first time? That is a bitch move right there, man.
Yeah.
You'll always remember your first time.
Oh, man. I got a tattoo.
I just, I don't know what the series is going to look like after it ends. I don't know if they're going to do more, not stop. I don't know. But I just hope it goes away from this whole PTSD element. And it just get back to what actually scares us, If
I had my way, Halloween Ends would be 90% flashbacks.
Flashback. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then what they would do with the franchise after that is Maybe do some Shawshank shit and have him like in the prison, and then like maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe he goes, but you can't have the mask in the movie if that's the case. So I don't know what you
No,
could
it's
do.
fine. Just give him.
I mean, because evil transcends, right? So it's not just Michael Myers is the physical being of the evil that's inside of him. So that evil can transcend into anything, any person, any place, any. So it could be
It's a flush.
literally just adapted into a different realm, if you will. It's weird to think about. Evil never dies, right?
So what? That's a good question Daniel has. What would you like to see them do in that movie? What would you do?
What do you guys do if you had to make a Halloween movie?
First, I'd put me in it.
Yeah.
And Patrick and Joe, we're all gonna be in it, and you're gonna be in it. And there's no one else here, but the Oprah moment was coming. You guys knew it.
Be me and old Huckleberry.
Holy hell, man! Am I the wrong person to be talking about Halloween in a public forum? Because I'm starting to sense a lot of negativity coming from me. Like these are my time out. This is my favorite movie of all time by a long shot. Just for some the sake of controversy, as best as I can produce it, as a franchise, I prefer Friday the 13th as a whole. But as one independent movie, Halloween's by far the best movie. Now, this opinion came before 2018 because 2018 is fucking great. I personally love the hell out of that movie. But the goofiness that they went off on didn't translate as cool as it did with the Jason movies, in my opinion. The quirkiness in the Jason movies was like, because, okay, in all fairness to Halloween, we set Halloween to a standard, it seems like. And Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, they don't have to tend with that kind of stuff, it doesn't seem like. We just want another movie with those, but with Halloween, it seems like we want another movie and we want it to be constructed intelligently and we want the right characters and we need the right storyline. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you put in it because all of us are just going to be jealous it's not us and hate it.
With Friday the 13th, you could just get out as outlandish as you want. You can put him in space. You can put him on a fucking boat in Manhattan walking around. And you know what? Because the laugh factor was sort of there. Sort of like what happened with the Nightmare on Elm Street. The first one wasn't meant to be any real comedy, but little by little, he had all his little one-liners, and it just got more and more comedic. You know?
And they had a worse movie than Halloween 3, though. The fucking the remake of fucking Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah.
Oh, it's trash. It was trash.
That goofy ass kid on the dirt bike in Bad News Bears is gonna be Freddy.
Yeah. Jackie Earl Haley. Yeah. He hails from San Antonio too, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
He's from good. Here. Let's bring him in.
No, I think what it is that Halloween. There's a certain level of like seriousness, to the character, to the feelings that it brings. Jason didn't come till part 2, so they could kind of go in any direction. Freddy was kind of like this, he kind of had that same aura where he brought this kind of fear, but not on that level as Michael Myers.
That's funny. I just fucking realized something. So Joe can tell you, one of the big things about this store I'm trying to get going is a lot of people know about it so we can start bringing in the celebrities and stuff like that. Because I say to everybody that comes in, the last thing I want is to bring in one of my childhood heroes and sit in an empty shop,
right,
embarrassed as fuck. But with Jack Earl Haley, I think it'd be awesome. And I'd like to just sit there beside him and go, look what you've done.
That's foul.
Look
what you did.
This is the kind of celebrity you are. We're just sitting here. You want me to go to churches and pick you up some chicken, you fucking loser? I don't gotta be here for the customers.
You know, from
Would you watch the shop for us? We're going to get lunch.
You
Fucking.
know, the need for that movie was not there. So, in all fairness, that movie didn't need to be made. And
Well,
he
no,
was,
everybody was rebooting everything. I mean,
yeah, he had no chance in hell to be
Halloween.
successful. No chance.
That's not fair because
And actually, the one thing you can think about with Friday the 13th, which I'd have to think about some of the other slasher franchises. Friday the 13th is the only one I could think of where there's two movies and the main killer is not the killer. Because part 1 and part 5, he wasn't the killer.
That's right.
Yep.
No, I can't think of any other movie where they did that. Or any other franchise, I should say.
Well, Halloween 3, Michael Myers ain't the killer. Technically, but that is a different cut. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. Unfortunately, Leatherface is a character. Michael Myers is a character. You know what I mean?
You know who we're forgetting a big, for me, Chucky, Child's Play series.
That's Brad Dourif, right?
Yeah, that's Brad Dourif.
That's what I'm saying. Just like Freddy is fucking Robert Englund. It's not a character like Michael Myers or Leatherface.
No.
You can't have another motherfucker voicing Chucky, even if it is the dude from Star Wars or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah, the remake. Yeah. Was it Luke Skywalker? What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill.
Did you know he does like wait.
He's the voice of the Joker.
Yes. Okay. That's right.
And it's funny because I didn't know that, and I didn't realize that like my son's age group, that's where they know him from more so than Star Wars. Like I didn't because I went to see the remake with my son. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to see the Joker." I go, "The Joker? Oh, there's no Joker in this." He's like, "No, the voice of the Joker is the voice of." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's fucking Luke Skywalker." He's like, "Yeah, he's the voice of the Joker." I go, "He is."
Yeah.
What Joker have you watched? But I never watched any of the Batman shit the last 20 years.
And then come to find out, he's done like 1,000 voices.
Yeah, well, I know he did a lot of voice acting, but I had no idea he was the Joker. But that my son in that age group all knew him as the Joker. And that's why they're like, "Oh, let's go see the new Chucky because it's the guy that does the Joker." And I'm like, meanwhile, I'm thinking I grew up with him as friggin' Luke Skywalker. I had no clue he was the voice of the Joker. None.
Little side note: he's creeping up on records as many voices as he's done. The fucking hitchhiker from Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Oh,
that Ed Neal. He's done thousands of fucking cartoon voices. He's actually like creeping up on world records, actually.
Wow.
Of most voices for a cartoon. So the weather is starting to turn here, and I got a couple more minutes. Is there anything you guys wanted to throw out there?
I gotta be a part of this again. This was a blast.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, definitely come back.
Yeah, as the collection grows and we can get more into it, and we can pick each other's brains and talk about whatever the fuck it is y'all want to talk about. I'd love to be a part of it anytime.
Sounds good, my friend. Well, thank you for coming. If we before I forget to mention, it was
thanks. Nice to meet you. It was awesome.
Likewise, my friend. Likewise.
And actually, what we talked about earlier, what we were going to show on this episode was a little Halloween books.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wait. We're gonna hold that till next week. So next week we'll bring out the Halloween books and show the books that we have. And do you have any books, Joe?
Not Halloween, but like some really horror, like really like gory shit.
Wow.
Into that kind of,
Is his name Ballsburger?
John Baltisberger.
Oh, I thought it said Ballsburger. I'm like, what the fuck?
Now I do a little bit of this extreme horror reading. It's good for the mind and the body.
Nice.
Yeah. So we can talk about whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, gang, I appreciate you more than you know. This was a blast, and I look forward to next week.
Yeah, thanks for everybody who was watching and chatting in there. You guys are now. This is your brother, you said, right? Correct?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, blood brother.
That's awesome that he's hanging with us. And he's a big Halloween fan. My brother is a big Halloween fan too, but he's not like he's not a lunatic like myself. But that's awesome though. You guys have that, and like I said, my brother's 6 years older than me, so anytime the movie came out, that's who would take me. Went to H2, went to H3. H4, because at the time I didn't drive, so big brother was like, "Yeah, come on, let's go. I'll take you to the movie." So it was awesome. That's great that you guys have that, like I have it.
Yeah, it helps a lot, and a lot of common interest too. Well, thanks, Big Dan. We appreciate you. All right, gang. Well, I appreciate it. I'm gonna wish me luck as we drive home. Joe knows it's pretty bad out there, and it's starting to get nuts.
Be safe, bro. I gotta go pick up the kid right now, so I gotta go drive too.
You be safe as well, my friend.
All right, guys, be safe. I will see you Friday for the auction.
Cheers. I look forward to it. You gonna be there, Joe?
Hey, I'll probably be there, but I gotta stop by the shop whenever it clears up so I can pick up my my new item.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It already doesn't look right in here.
Damn.
All right, my brother.
All right.
Much love to you guys. We'll see you soon.
Take care.
Cheers.
It's not how you-